Hi, today I've got a story from all the way from Africa. It's from the Efik Bibilio tribe in Nigeria, and it tells all about how the sun and the moon and how they ended up in our sky. Sun and moon were married. They lived in the desert plains of Bantu land. It was dry and rocky and stony, and they had a beautiful hut that they lived in. Now this hut wasn't just beautiful, it was magic. But we'll hear about that in a minute or two. Sun and Moon had a lovely life together. And every morning Sun would get up and he would travel across the plains to visit his friend Water. Now him and Water got on like anything. I was going to say a house on fire, but a water would put it out, wouldn't it? But they had a wonderful time. They would laugh and they would joke, and every evening Sun would travel back to see Moon. Now, Moon was happy enough for a while, but after a bit she got a bit fed up of this. You go and see Water every single day and leave me all on my own. It's not on. I like Water too. Why don't you bring Water over here to visit us sometime? Sun thought about it for a bit. You know, maybe she has a point. So the next day, he travelled all the way across the land to see Water. And he invited him back. And Water wasn't really sure about this. Don't know. I have a lot of family, and the family all has to come with me, and I don't know if you have room to put me up. I'm not sure whether this is a good idea. But Sun soon calmed his fears. Don't worry about that. We have a magic hut. It just gets bigger and bigger the more we put in it. So there's not a problem. You come over and see us and bring all your family with you. Oh, okay. When he went back and told Moon, she was, so elated. Next morning, she got up early and she tidied the place round and she dusted it all, because it was a very dusty place that they lived in. And she was ready for Water to arrive. It started off with a low sort of hum in the background. And then the hum got louder and it turned into more of a rumble. The Moon started to have second thoughts about whether this was a good idea, but it was happening now. Water was coming. And as the rumble got louder, she could see over the horizon Water slowly making his way towards the hut and in through the door. And in with him he brought all the tiny creatures that live there. There were shrimps, and there was tiny little fish, and there was algae, and there was plankton. And can you think of any other small creatures that live in the water? Bet you can. And it very soon filled the hut. That was okay. The hut started to get bigger. But Water kept on coming, and there was more and more of him, and with him came the bigger creatures, the platypuses and the crocodiles and the manta rays and can you think of any more? And the hut got bigger. In fact, it's starting to strain a little bit. Sun and Moon could not fit in there anymore, so they went outside to see what was happening, and Water kept on coming. And now there were huge creatures coming. There was narwhals and sharks, and can you think of anything that might be bigger than that? Yeah, they were coming too. And the hut started to creak and it started to groan and eventually it went bang! and the noise was so loud that sun and moon jumped up into the sky. And you know, they sat there and they thought, this is quite nice. It's good up here. We get to see each other, and we both get to see water as well. Maybe this is a good place to stay. Water was quite happy too. He spread himself out and he went into the dry beds, and he made rivers, and he made lakes, and he made seas, and spread out across the world, and everyone was content. And that's how it is today. If you like that story and you know all about your fishes and your alligators and your creatures, maybe you'd like to draw me a picture. And you could get someone to post it on my Facebook page of The Pilgrim Storyteller. And that way we can all get to share what creatures water might have brought with him that day. Thank you.